Hi everyone, Natasha here. Welcome to Natasha's Healthy Living, where we are nurturing wellness naturally. I'm up here in my office getting a little bit of a late start on the video for you this weekend, but it's just been a busy week and I'm sure you can relate, especially if you have kiddos in school. Time is just flying by. So anyway, I'm up here in my office. I need to finish setting up my planner. This is my Jane's Agenda Deluxe, classic size planner, disc-bound planner, and I use a lot of the items from the deluxe subscription box from Jane's Agenda. And I need to get everything finalized for the month of April. So grab your planner and something cozy and yummy to drink if you want to do a little planning along with me, or maybe, grab that load of laundry that needs to be folded or that pile of tax receipts that you need to go through, and we'll do it together. Stay tuned for that, and welcome to my office. Welcome back to my home. I'm so glad you're joining me today. So one of the ways I like to nurture wellness naturally is to use a paper planner. It allows me to slow down, take a break from the screens, be a little more mindful and present throughout my day. And it's a creative outlet for me as well. So it's one of my favorite ways to plan and organize my life. So as I mentioned, I have a classic classic size disc-bound planner here with the majority of inserts and supplies from Jane's Agenda. I have 1.5-inch gold discs from Jane's Agenda, and this is the blush snap-in cover from Jane's Agenda. Now inside, I'll show you a little bit of an update. If you watched last week's video where I was doing the initial refresh process, every month I like to go through and change out the cover and change out some of the more decorative items and inserts on my planner. And that's my first phase of refreshing my planner for the new month. And I really like doing that because it makes my planner feel new and fresh and exciting. I don't get as bored with seeing the same things, and that makes me want to keep opening my planner and using it. So as much as I love paper planning, I also need some novelty and excitement from time to time, and that's why I like the disc-bound system. So I've added a couple of things from last week. I have the snap-in plastic cover that came in the April Deluxe Subscription Box from Jane's Agenda, along with the dashboard behind it, the cardstock dashboard that you saw. I did go ahead and add back in these two quote cards. These are actually from the March Deluxe Subscription Box, but I liked them so much, and I liked them with the color scheme, that I decided just to stick them back in, and everything is just stuck down with little poster putty or museum putty, sticky tack, whatever you want to call it. And then I added something else. So if you are a subscriber to Jane's Agenda, which by the way, I'm an affiliate, so I do have my affiliate link in the description box down below, and you can click on that if you want to shop. There's 3 levels to the subscription box. I do have a discount code if you're a brand new customer making your first purchase, and it does exclude the subscription boxes, but if you're just wanting to check out some of the items. And this week they have a special floral edit sale, so any of their floral items are on sale, so you can shop that as well. That goes through Sunday, March 30th, I believe. All right, anyway, back to what I was saying. So if you're a subscriber, there is a private Facebook group. There's also some perks on their website, on the Jane's Agenda website, where you can shop old subscription boxes, either the whole box itself or elements from the box that they have available. So that's one of the nice things about being a subscriber, is you get a little more flexibility in purchasing items. And also in that private Facebook group, Jane goes live and shares the sneak peeks of the coming month a lot earlier. So we just saw the May sneak peek, which is so exciting and so beautiful. I can't wait to start thinking about that, but I'm trying to just hold off a little bit and enjoy April, because we haven't even gotten to April yet, but it is really fun to see those early sneak peeks. And one of the things that she mentioned in there is Jake, who, if you're a subscriber or you follow Jane, then you know who Jake is. He's one of the guys that works in the shop with her, and I think he does the affiliates and social media, maybe. I don't remember his exact title, but she said he does this little trick. So even though he's using this outer snap cover, he takes the additional cover. So like this is a set. It comes with the front, and then this is the back. Tucks it in the pocket, snaps it in, and then it becomes a way to see both of those covers. And this creates like an extra pocket. So I've been keeping my bloom stickers back here, which they always kind of float around. Every time I open the cover, they sort of slide around. So this has been holding those more securely. And I like to keep one of my Jordan Essentials catalogs in here. I have my Jordan Essentials linked down below if you're looking for any natural magnesium wellness products or skincare. But anyway, having that extra little pocket is so nice because it holds those things a little more securely and still gives me room for another pocket if I need it. And I get the option on the subscription box with the elastic ribbon on the back cover. You don't have to get that, but I was happy to see that even with that on there, it's fitting fine in this outer cover. So that is update number 1. Now I think we can go ahead and switch to March because I can tell this planner is getting a little full, so it's time to take some things out. So that's kind of the next phase, is I want to take out March. This is Saturday the 29th that I'm filming. I was hoping to get this up earlier for you, but I work part-time for a tax accountant, and I've been working extra hours with her because of course we're busy right now. And I just had a lot going on this week. I feel like the weeks are taking forever and they feel really long because I have so much going on. But you know, it is what it is. Yesterday I had the 90-day virtual retreat with Becky in the Modern Direct Seller Academy, which was so good. So I was working on that most of the day, and I really like doing that. It's a guided virtual retreat. We all get together on Zoom, and as a direct seller, it's so nice, number one, to have guidance and someone to coach me who knows the business and at the same time is separate from my own company, because it's nice to get sort of that outer perspective. Plus, I love that there's lots of other great direct sellers in there that I've made friends with, and we just get to brainstorm and hear, you know, different ways people are doing things in their direct sales business, but also having things like this 90-day reset and plan session makes me stay on top of my business better and gives me some resources and some schedule guidance on things like that, because those are the kinds of things I always wanted to do on my own, but I need this outer accountability of having our scheduled Zoom. So anyway, that's what kept me busy yesterday, which after it was all done, I just didn't have the brain width to, or the, bandwidth to get up to my office and film a video for you. So here we are, it's Saturday afternoon. All right, so this is March. This is how this has kind of played out for the month. I didn't really do a whole lot. I did do a little bit of decluttering in my, two of my dresser drawers for my clothing declutter, but there's a lot of things I had put on my wish list for items to get done in the first quarter that didn't get done, and that's okay. And then I did go through and do a little bit of a March review. I might go in and add some more things to that, but there's my March monthly page coming out, and that's going to go in my archive planner. I just keep an archive planner off to the side of my desk for the year, and it starts out really skinny and small, but by the end of the year that'll fill up. And so far I keep them like that. I have big plans to do a bound version at some point, so we'll see if I ever get to that. All right, this is a section I had added to the planner for this home refresh, and I am still working on this with you. So I have this weekly video series going on for 12 weeks on Wednesdays, where we do one section of our home. So I do want to keep this in my planner, but I think I'm going to move where it is. And I think I'm going to take out some of these other inserts. So these were part of, I think I'm going to put it up here like this. These were part of the March subscription box from Jane's Agenda. So we have this pretty divider. I'm just kind of feeling like I need to thin out my planner a little bit more than anything. As much as these are pretty and I like them, I can always add them back in at some point. I guess I'll take those off together. That one is just bent. Okay, so these will just go in my stash of dividers. Come on, there we go. And this one was pretty, but I'm ready to take that out. So I think I'm going to move this, which is our guide for this 12-week clutter, to my projects section of my planner. So I just have some different things in here that I'm working on. So I think I'm gonna tuck that in here, and then having the tab at the top makes it a little easier for me to find it, so that'll help. And this was 15-minute ideas to reset your home. When you have an extra 15 minutes, these small tasks will help make the most of your time. So these are good, but I don't think I need to keep these in my everyday carry planner. What I might do is take this insert as well as this general cleaning supplies insert and add those to our family control journal, our little, what's another name for it, like your home binder, there's a name and it's not coming to me, but anyway, you've seen it. I did a video where I put it together. So I have a smaller disc-bound planner / notebook that I put together that is my meal planning, some reference info for like doctors and, you know, who's our favorite plumber, who's our favorite electrician, that kind of thing. Some wish lists so that there's a place that my entire family, my daughter and my husband, can see my wish list instead of it living on my phone where nobody can see it. It seems like there's a couple other things in there. Oh, like lists for ideas of fun outings we can do in the area that are free or low cost, lists for, you know, wish list items for vacations, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, this I think would be good to put in the cleaning section of that home control journal. This is daily gratitude for your home, seasonal declutter checklist, and both of those, well, maybe the declutter. Let's put the declutter one in the home control journal downstairs. Home binder, home manual. Gosh, I can't think of what that's called. You know what I mean. It's not coming to me. All right, so those will go downstairs, and then we get into, I think I had this tab just so that I could find it. So these are my weekly March dashboard pages. So I was using the weekly number 30. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So that's this one here. And the way I've been using it is I use double-sided for 1 week. So on this side, it has my glance at the schedule and some top priority things on the front. And the back is just a bigger list of things I'm trying to get done that week. But for April, I'm going to be switching. I'm going to take that out. That'll go also in my archive planner. This was Wednesday, and then I worked all day at the accounting office Thursday and never got around to setting up a page, so I didn't have a page for Thursday, which is fine. Friday was on the back of that. Here we are. This is today, and you can see I had a lot of things I was trying to get done with Jordan Essentials because we are finishing up our month, so that means I try to let all my customers know there's specials ending on Monday and there's new things coming. So I'm going to leave this in here, but I'm going to move it. So this is what I was trying to get to. Okay, I think trying to decide what's easier, move these or move the monthly divider. I think I'm going to move these. So this is called a hybrid dashboard, and Jane has different versions of these in the shop, and I just, when she was showing us the May box, there's a new version coming in that, and I'm excited to get that. So all right, anyway, let's go to April. So I did go ahead and set up my personal like affirmation and focus for the month on the front, and then here is the monthly layout. So I'm looking at that, and sorry, there were some ladies walking outside the front. My office faces the front of the house, and so they're walking down the street, and I was trying to decide if I knew who they were. Okay, and then here's my monthly layout. So we're going to work on this, but this is where I've been keeping this hybrid divider. So I like these because they're big enough for post-it notes, and so I also have a sticky pocket on here when it's not upside down that you can do quote cards in there. I guess I could still put a quote card in there, but for right now, I'm just using it for some extra sticky notes. And actually, let's just take, this is a little, that flag I just pulled off, and we'll just lay it right back there so that if somebody, me, I would be the somebody. If I need it, I've got it there. Okay, got to get my brain in gear here. So we're going to do a little more decorating and setting up because I am using up my monthly pages that I had on hand for this year to try to use up some of my stock. So I had to white out the days. Like this one, the printed numbers aligned if it was a Sunday start, which is what I prefer, but this came as a Monday start. So I whited everything out. I need to label the days of the week and that it's April. So we're going to work on that in a minute. I just want to finish my thought here. So this is the April, or the weekly number 31, I'm pretty sure it's called. So this is the new weekly I'm going to try. We got a sampler set in the April Deluxe Subscription Box from Jane's Agenda. So this is now, I think, in the shop, but it doesn't start until July. So if you're not a subscriber and you just want to try it out, I'm pretty sure she said it is in the shop, but it's a July start. So you could do the same thing, white out and relabel, or just have it on hand if you know you like it and want to use it starting in July for Q3. So I need to set up this if I have time, and then I'm going to try doing this where I have these little mini daily pages, because I usually feel good having a blank page to start the day and just do like a brain dump / to-do list. And I also like to do hourly time blocking sometimes. So if I want to, I have that option with this little undated insert. I don't know if these are still in the Jane's Agenda shop. They were there for a while, but they might have been discontinued. So anyway, so now I'm going to be using the weekly back like it was intended, where I have the snapshot on the left of the schedule for the week, and then the to-do list on the right. And then when I turn the page, we just go to that next week. So I think that's everything I was going to show you. The only other thing I will mention is I went through and cleaned up some of my supplies and was kind of resorting things and, you know, just trying to keep like with like. And I decided I wanted some blank pages at the back of my planner. So I just grabbed like one or two of a lot of the different layouts that I have from Jane's Agenda. And that's another nice thing I like about getting the subscription box, is we get so many of these different things to try. So number one, I don't have to try to make the decision, and I just have them on hand when I need them. Often it's not a full set too. So if it's not something I like, I don't get the full set and, you know, feel like I've spent money on it, just that, and then I don't like it. It's coming in the box, and it's always a good deal on all the products, plus they're really nice quality. So it just is nice to have this little stash of things to pull from. So I filled up my planner, and I even found I had a bunch of like the cover sheets from sets, and so I just put those in here upside down so that I have a blank page, like if I'm just needing to scribble notes or do a brain dump or whatever. Okay, so let's go back, and I might as well put my daily page in here. I guess I'll put it on top of those little ones, even though it's going to be a little funny to write on, but it's just for today. And then I like having my smaller, but wait, I think I want to use my, yes, that's what I was going to do. I was going to switch it. So I'm going to use the April page finder for my daily, weekly tab to flip through. And I'm going to go ahead and put my little affirmation back on there. I might end up trimming it. Let's see, where's the sticky? I don't know. This was just something I did on a whim one day and didn't really plan it out all that well, so I might redo it on a smaller sticky, or maybe put it on here, but I like seeing it every day when I open that tab. So I have the bottom tab that's bigger that helps me get to my monthly spread, and the top tab that's smaller that takes me to my daily, weekly. And the other thing I liked with these smaller pages is it lets me see all the information just about from that weekly spread. It's easy to flip through, whereas when I'm using these 8.5 by 11, these classic size pages, that's why I was using the weekly planner pages a little differently, because it just completely covered it up and I didn't want to have to flip back and forth as much. Okay, now moving on. I don't know if you wanted to know all of that information, but there you go. Now you know it. All right, so I'm going to take these out. So essentially I had this page that was blank that I've already used. I have this page, which I think I'm going to use for my monthly review. I like having that little easy review page at the back. And then I have one more page that's blank. Well, I guess two technically, because the back page has another one too. So if I wanted to do like January and February, I did a gratitude page where I had 1 line a day of gratitude, and I did a habit tracker that was for the month and the different things. So if I decide I want to try to go back to that, I have 2 more blank pages that are just dot grid that I could do that. So now let's set this aside. Let me try to set it kind of out of the way just so we can see what we're doing. And first, all right, so first things first, my theme and color that I'm trying to stick with or use for inspiration is yellow. Yellow is really hard because this just gives you an example. These are all variations of yellow and they don't all look great together. So I found some stickers that I liked. So this is from this Essential Seasons. It's a Happy Planner book. I don't know if it's still available because obviously I got it on clearance at some point. So the spring collection, I was looking for a nice yellow in there, and it's kind of a mustardy yellow, which is fine. I don't mind that. I do kind of like that. You know, the problem with these is they get to be so bright you can't see them. So like writing is hard. So I like the look of this. These colors appeal to me, and I kind of like the soft muted colors, but then I'm trying to find like markers and pens that will coordinate and not look too out of place. So that's a little bit of my challenge. All right, so what I was gonna do was see if I wanted to pull in just any of these little florals, because those are pretty, probably from this page, but also I want to, this is my little Discbound sticker page that I made myself. Oh gosh, when did I do that? I have a video up in my planner playlist where I put this together. Basically, I just reused empty sticker sheets from books like this. Like once I emptied them, then I cut them down and punched them and put together this little binder of all my stickers. So, and I tried to pull the ones I thought I would use the most. I was looking to see if I wanted to use those for the days of the week. So I have date dots and various versions of date stickers. This is what I was looking for. So I need something to tell me the month, and I do like both. I probably will use this one actually. I don't mind this font for April. It seems too heavy for me for some months, but I like it for April. Do I have any other? I guess that's all I have. I thought I had some other monthly stickers. Oh, I know where I have them. I have, this is it. I have the same thing for March from Boho Berry. These are from the Boho Berry box. So I will decide if I need to go see if I have the April page or if I just want to use what I have here. Let me see how this goes first. So my thought was, I think I'm going to, see, I don't know whether, let me test this out if I'm really gonna like it. I need a blank piece of paper. Hold on. Okay. This is just scraps from when I trim down, when I print my own pages and trim them down to classic size. So look at how, that is really bright. So I just don't really think I like it with this colorway. So instead of that, do I have anything else? Like this one too, I think is just, that's a little more orangey. I might end up using that to do the dividers. Let me just see while I have this out. That's similar, pretty bright. And this is a finer one, but also bright. And this is my friction pen, but it's a little more of an orangey yellow, which I don't know if that's what I want either. So for right now, I think all we're gonna do is use stickers. I'm gonna put this April over here. Let's see. I think I want to line it up with that, the serif on my P. That way it's spaced up just a little bit. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, and then what kind of stickers do we want? Oh, also I need my day of the week stickers. trying to remember where I got those last time. Was that from the Boho Berry? Or was that from here? I think it was from, oh no, I know where I think I got them from. I think I have a washi tape. I guess this would have been the other April, that if I wanted to use that, it's a lot smaller. Yeah, I think it's the washi tape that I used that worked out. So this, I believe, is, I don't know if I got this just on Amazon or if this was a Erin Condren thing, but I think we're just going to label the days of the week with these stickers and then layer some of those decorative stickers on top. That's what I think my plan is. I like these because they're perforated. Whoa. So that makes it easy. And I'm probably going to do the same thing. Turn it upside down so I'm not trying to look over my hand to see where I'm putting things. And especially because I'm covering up white out. Like other times I might take my marker and just swipe over that. Oh, you know what I haven't looked at is my collection of Tombos. I didn't even think about that. So let me look there real quick and just see. I still wouldn't do anything different there because the white out would make it look funny, but that might be an option. Oh yeah, there's some pretty yellows in there. And then I do have, that's too orange. I do have mild liners too, but I don't know if there's any mild liners that would be good. Let me see real quick. You guys are just getting to come along for the ride with all of the things. See, their yellow is too green, but I will grab the dot marker, the Zig Clean Color dot marker. That's a nice yellow, more of that mustardy yellow. Okay. Well, there might be some there that would work. We'll see here in a second. Actually, I'm curious, so let's just test it out real quick now. Pretty sure, do I have it? No, I don't have a swatch card anywhere. I'm thinking this one is going to be, yes, that's a nice, well, no, that's orange. Never mind, I lied. All right, so that's not the one we want. This one I think is too bright. I mean, that goes with those other markers I have. And this is, whoops, this one is kind of green. And now it's dried out because the lid didn't get put on correctly, but it's also very bright, so that's not going to work. This might be useful. It's, again, very bright. So there you are. I've looked in all the places and checked all of the resources, and that's what I've got. And so I'm just going to keep going the direction I was going. Put this back. This really is a hard yellow to find in anything other than this sticker set, but that's okay. Back to what we were doing. So here's Tuesday. I think with enough of those stickers on the page, it'll still look pretty. It's just a different look. And sometimes I just don't feel very good at using stickers, so I like using markers as a backup because I feel like I'm creative enough to use them in the right way that I'm happy with the results. But it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun. All right, here's Thursday. Friday. And Saturday. Okay, so that gave me my days of the week. Now, sometimes I outline the boxes in the month, but I don't know that I have a color. Potentially this. This might actually work, but it's a friction, so I don't know if it's going to be. I think that's what I used here. Like this is a, I don't know, peachy yellow. Where did I use this? Maybe I used this. put the stickers down first. I'm just having to think through this. All right, so where do we want a sticker? I typically use the empty boxes for the Jordan Essentials specials. So we have customer special, host special, join special, and Joyful Jordan box. So I have 4. So I think we'll do 2 and 2. Let's do it that way. So I'm gonna do, I will try using this friction pen. Oh gosh, let me get a sip of tea. Maybe that's what I need. Or water, I'm not sure. All right, so we're gonna do the Joyful Jordan box here. And I can't put that down yet because when you're seeing this video, it hasn't been revealed, but I've seen what it is and it's pretty exciting. My VIP members in my Facebook group got to see it today, so I'll add that later. The customer special, I know what it is, but I'm not going to put it down yet because it hasn't officially launched. And I think I'm just going to abbreviate. Okay. Now the host special and the join special, I also know both of those. So host special, and that one I can tell you, that one they have released that we can share it, and join special. Okay. And then I used this brown friction. This came from a set, it has a whole different set of colors. I can't remember what this was called, but it was like fall-ish colors. That's what this one came out of. That's kind of that peachy. So anyway, I used that brown from there, and that worked out pretty good. So we're gonna use that to write in the host special, which is our Glow Getter serum as your bonus gift. And you get a rose quartz face roller, which is just kind of a fun accessory. It's not something we sell, just goes with it. Face roller. Okay, and then I'll add the others once it's April 1st and I can, or after I film this video and you're not watching anymore. Okay, now let's just do some more fun stuff with stickers. Maybe what I'll do is, I don't know, I'm still debating about if I want to use that friction to line my boxes or not. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to label real quick, obviously I'm stalling because I don't know which stickers I want to use. I wanted to label down here that this is May, so those smaller labels would be good for that, especially since I have 2 of them. And let's see, April does end on a Wednesday. Come on. There we go. So that is correct that it starts on a Thursday. So we'll put this down as best I can to center. Okay. Now, stickers, Natasha. You can do it. Let me double check there isn't anything else I want. Spring is in the air. That's cute. Sometimes I have to kind of think backwards as to where things are going to go. Like this would have been a cute yellow if there was any kind of florals to go with it, but all they gave us were 2 pages. So I don't know. That's sometimes my frustration with Happy Planners. I just think they're hard to use. Is there anything here that I like? Bloom from the heart. That's sweet. Spread some happy. Every day is a new beginning. Such an amazing weekend. Okay, so I don't know where I'm going to use those. Let's see. Enjoy life. I might use that one actually. That would be cute here. I don't think I'm going to do my zone cleaning list like I did last month because I didn't use it. I'm kind of working on a different process with keeping up with the home stuff, and it's not finished and I'm still sort of experimenting with it. That's not quite straight. I don't know if I can get it off of there. So if it goes well and it works, then I'll share it with you down the road. But I always go back and forth between how much of my home cleaning and chores to keep in my planner and how much it should just live elsewhere, you know. But you know, at the same time, I see it in my planner a lot, so there's just always that back and forth in my mind. All right, I like that little sticker there, but we need to add something else to it. So we're gonna do, what are we gonna do? Oh, I wanna do maybe a butterfly here. One of these that looks like it has a little more yellow, and actually this will take up more space, so this is a good one. Since this is an extra box here. There, it looks pretty good. And I feel like I want to use this little yellow flower somewhere. Maybe, but where to put it? Here, it's too big for everywhere I want to stick a sticker. So, I kind of like it down here actually, sort of like sneaking in on the May calendar a little bit. All right, we'll do that, I think. But I want something else up there, so what could I use? I have those butterflies. I don't have any big flowers left. Maybe I'll just have to use these small ones that are different colors. So let's just tuck one, whoops, tuck one in there. That's the right size for it. And I kind of like this pretty blue flower. So maybe we'll tuck one over here. That just feels like it pulls it together somewhat. All right, that might be all I can do right now. Nothing's jumping out at me. Okay, and then my review page. So on here I am going to use, now I could outline with this gold. I think we got this in a Jane's Agenda box, and it's actually a nice mustardy yellow, and it's not bleeding through, but I don't know if I want to attempt to underline or to outline because I feel like it could get messy. So maybe what I'll do, let's try some experimenting here, is dare I freehand? That is the question. All right, we're just gonna go for it. I might regret it. Okay, so it ends there. So I think we're gonna do a little like natural line that is okay if it's not perfect. There, that's not too bad. And then up here we'll do the same thing, just something to give me a little bit of a visual that divides the month days out a little bit for me. And it is hard to do because this is a thicker tip on this marker, but I think that's the best I could do as far as yeah, that's enough. I think I'll do this little guy right here, and then I might underline down here this double line. I mean, that's a good color with those mustardy yellows in the stickers. It's a harder marker to use for things. And I don't think I want to do my little check boxes. Okay, maybe we'll do this too. I think we're getting to the point where now I'm just piddling. So we'll do that. And then on the back of this is where, make sure that's dry, we're gonna do April review is what I need to write. Let me look at how I did March, because I can't remember. So for March, I just did it at the top and had a sticker. Okay, so I can do that. And that might be a good place to use. I think what we're gonna do is plan ahead a little bit. So I'm gonna take this off here. Stick this sticker down here. And we're gonna put a little butterfly up here. And that might be it. I might do one in the middle, but I don't know, that's enough, I think. I just don't think there's anything else I can really, those are pretty with that. See, that's a rose gold though, so that doesn't really go with my yellow that I'm trying to pull out. And this, oh, I must have gotten, whoops, I got this marker on it. Didn't even know that would do that. These are also pretty, but rose gold. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so we're gonna say April. And review. There. So I'll have wins, opportunities, and notes. So I guess we could do that. Oh, I think what we'll do, this is a good chance to just divide the page up real quickly. Okay, so we'll do these little dash dot things and say that one I did it a little more regular, so this will be wins, and this will be opportunities, and then notes. And I think I just eyeballed the middle of the page. All right, well, nothing too phenomenal, but it's done. It's done, and it feels like I at least attempted and got to be a little creative. That side definitely turned out the best, I think. And now let's put it back in my planner so that I feel like I'm ready for the start of April, which is crazy that we're now getting that close. But I also need to go get some yard work done before it rains tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully that was a good chance. Let me see, yeah, you can still see it. So hopefully that was a good chance to get to see my planner setup process the rest of the way for the month of April and give you some ideas and inspiration. And I just noticed I'm gonna go ahead and make this line go all the way down. Should have left well enough alone. Oh well. Okay. Shouldn't have done it. I mean, it's fine. It's just didn't turn out quite how I hoped. Anyway, there's that. And now I'm ready to jump into planning out next week. So that might be something I work on while it's raining tomorrow, but I'm sure this video is long enough and wasn't anything too out of this world. So it was just a chance to work together and get set up for a new month. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you're feeling ready for April or if you're still trying to wrap things up in March. And hopefully you're having good weather wherever you are and enjoying this beautiful weekend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below, and have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye.